Good morning and welcome to English 100. I am your instructor, Michael Zimmerman. You can call me Mr. Z. We're going to be working together for 16 weeks. We will be working asynchronously, meaning there are no Zoom meetings, no in-class meetings. It's all online. With that in mind, I wanted to orient us as to what you can expect this semester and what some of the guidelines and upcoming assignments are. Okay, so this is our homepage. I have it set to student view, so you should be able to see exactly what I'm seeing when you click on to Canvas. I have 6 boxes here that kind of take you into different areas. The first one being the syllabus. So here you can get an overview of the course. My information's here. A reminder, we do have a class text. It's called How Arguments Work, but it's all free. You don't have to buy a thing. You don't have to access anything. It's all on our modules, or it's all in our modules, I should say, broken up by chapters according to the different units. As you can see here, we have 4 units that we'll be working through. We have summary, unit 1. We're going to be summarizing a choice of 2 different articles. Unit 2, we'll be adding to our skills of summary and adding assessment, which means to look at the kind of strengths and weaknesses of a given article. We'll be working with some different articles for Unit 2. Unit 3 will be working on our summary, continuing to assess, but then add our own responses, our own thoughts about the issues and topics that are raised by another set of articles we'll be reading. And finally, we'll culminate the semester with a research essay, which is going to be your choice of topics, issues that you find interesting and compelling and important. Okay, so all modules will be found on our Canvas homepage. There's some notes about the units. Essentially, all the readings that we do will be information and ideas and strategies and skills that are needed for that unit's cumulative essay, which will be due at the end of the unit. Okay, some of the class learning, course description, student learning outcomes, plagiarism. A lot of stuff in the news right now about ChatGPT, so that is something to consider. Interesting stuff, right? AI. It seems that AI is going to be a significant part of our lives more and more as we continue hurtling into the future. So you can see kind of the breakdown of our work for the semester. We have 4 separate essays. Each essay is focusing on both discrete and cumulative skills, meaning the first unit's focusing solely on summary. Each unit thereafter builds on that and adds new elements and new analytical strategies. And then, as I said, we have a research essay, which is kind of unleashing our imaginations and conducting research through the library, through search engines, and coming up with our own thoughts and ideas on a topic or issue that's important to us. We also have chapter quizzes. You'll see those. As you can see, we already have one coming up this week on Saturday. So I broke up the class schedule into 3 separate days. As you can see, we have a kind of Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule. Mostly, it'll be reading, some writing, some short preparatory assignments to get us ready for thinking about either the articles we'll be analyzing for our papers or for some quizzes. And the quizzes are spread out, each week you'll typically have at least 1 or 2 quizzes. But the cool thing about the quizzes is you have multiple attempts. So you can take the quiz as many times as you need to. This isn't meant to make you do rote memorization or as a kind of gotcha. It's more to engage with the concepts and the strategies that we'll be using for the essays in each unit, okay? We'll also be doing short writings about the articles we read. All the articles are going to be supplied for you. Usually they will be attached to the final essay assignment. So if you go to summary essay assignment, which is our first essay, you'll see links to the readings. And this class reading is an amalgam of different open source essays. And it's a little cumbersome. It's on a Google Doc, but you can see the table of contents. If you click on the link, it'll take you right there. So that's kind of handy. Also, with The Danger of a Single Story, it is a TED Talk, so you can watch that. And that reminds me, for the readings, okay, so each week we'll have some chapters that we need to read. But the nice thing about this text that we're using is you have options, so you can either read it, just as you would normally, or you can listen to it. So you can play it and listen to it as you read along or separately. It's a nice additional resource if you're more of an auditory learner or audio learner. Okay, and so on the to-do list, you can see this takes us all the way to the end of Unit 1. We have a quiz coming up on Saturday. We have another quiz next week. February 2nd. And then our essay, the summary essay, is due on the 11th. So we have, a couple good solid weeks of getting familiar with what summary means, what you need to be thinking about in terms of summarizing an argument. Okay, so we're approaching all of this from the perspective of thinking about how arguments work, how they're put together, how an author develops and strengthens an argument, what kind of elements are there. And then ultimately we'll start to look at, how well they work and what the strengths and weaknesses are and how we respond to these topics and issues. And on the homepage, it's nice, we have the announcements, so anytime I post an announcement, you'll see it here. I also, as I said, the syllabus is here, video communication, so I'll be sending out weekly, semi-weekly, bi-weekly videos going over important concepts, kind of reinforcing the readings. We also have our units here. Right now, Unit 1 is open. The other 3 will be open as we get closer to the end of the prior unit and the beginning of the next unit. Okay, I don't want to open them all now. Assignments are due when they're due. You need to get them done. Of course, if there's some kind of important life event that needs to be addressed and adjusted, we can talk. But you can work at your own pace essentially during the first, during each unit. All the assignments will be open, but you need to do it in sequence, right? There's a specific sequence to the readings and the quizzes and the short writings that help lead to the larger essay assignment in each unit, okay? And I think that's all for now. I don't want to overwhelm with too long. I'm already at 7 minutes, so I'll leave it there. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me and let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I look forward to working with you, and I will be seeing you, or at least you'll be hearing from me in the not too distant future. Take care. Bye.